One afternoon, as I chatted with my friends on Discord, we found ourselves talking about our upcoming class picture with fine line photography. The more we discussed it, the more we felt restricted by their conventional photoshoot ideas. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and it has to be something special, something memorable. So I thought, why not take matters into our own hands? As the sun rose on day one of our epic class photoshoot, I was already at school, eager and ready to kick things off. Being the first one there, I had time to dive into the offers from Fine Light Photography. Soon, my buddy Jensen joined me, and amidst the waiting, he requested an impromptu photoshoot, which I gladly obliged. Time flew by, and by mid-afternoon, most of our classmates had arrived. We spent our time catching up, sharing stories, and laughing together. It was like a mini reunion right there in the schoolyard. Then came the moment we'd all been waiting for, the official class picture. But before we stepped in front of the lens, we had our own little pre-shoot ritual. Just before 5 p.m., the Fine Light photographer arrived, accompanied by our class advisor. With smiles all around, we posed and made memories that would last a lifetime.
Dog is mine!
But we weren't done just yet. With my trusty DSLR and tripod, we did our own photoshoot, which was filled with laughter, silliness, and a touch of chaos. As the day winded down, we wrapped things up with a delicious meal at the nearby mall. Followed by a cozy stop at a local coffee shop. And as we finally called it a day, we knew that day one had been nothing short of amazing. It was a day full of moments, laughter, and camaraderie, making every bit of tiredness completely worth it. Today, my longtime friend and classmate Isabel planned an overnight event so we could bond before graduation. So I arrived at Isabel's house at 1 p.m. Once again, the first one there. While waiting for our classmates, Isa and I started setting up the gear for our photo shoot. Jensen was the next to arrive, so we got right into taking some shots of him. By 2:55 p.m., some of the girls and one of the boys finally made it. Isa began doing makeup on the girls while Kenneth cooked up a feast for later. With Ira and Claire's makeup done, Jensen and I took photos of them as we waited for Thea's makeup to be finished. At 5 p.m., Christine and Afshel arrived, so they got their things settled and got ready for their makeup. By 5:50 p.m., Kim finally showed up. At 6:28 p.m., Rika made it despite having work to do, and the place got a lot livelier. But then, this happened. The electricity went out at 6:30 p.m. We were a bit upset, but fortunately, an announcement came that the power would be back by 8 p.m. So we kept the fun going. Finally, the lights came back on and we were back in business. Dinner was finally ready. We had a boodle fight, although some opted for plates because they're fancy. At 8:55 p.m., everyone finished eating, so we rested for a bit. Then we continued the photo shoot. The photo shoot was done and my classmates prepared some snacks and entertainment for a late night drinking session. By 11:37 p.m., everyone was set to drink, except for me and Jensen. We are good boys. The night was filled with long, engaging conversations and good company. After they finished their drinking session, we cleaned up and headed to our rooms. The girls chatted until 5 a.m. How do you even stay up that late or early in the morning? Meanwhile, the boys were already in dreamland.